looping code, hollow gods in download mode. I scream in static, breathe in rust, and all I build will turn to dust.
Good evening, hello, wrestling fans. Welcome back to Dirt Sheet Radio Presents TNA Petro Rewind, where it's the 25th anniversary of the last WCW Nitro.
It's true.
It's the go home show for Sacrifice, which is tomorrow. We will have a watch along for that at 7:30. If you're around, if you're not doing anything, of course you're not. Come check us out. You know, what else are you gonna do? Watch SmackDown? No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's SmackDown. Shit.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that road.
No.
That's right down that road.
Nope. It's not like Randy Orton has been like just laying people out and being cool as fuck. No, that hasn't been happening.
No.
No.
Don't even look at Aleister Black. Don't even look at him.
I don't.
No, and then and we'll get Carmelo and Ilya round 17.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Ilya, but I need him to get that belt back.
There's nothing wrong with Carmelo. I like Carmelo.
I don't mind him, but it was like I feel like that's kind of how it has to end at this rate. If they
True.
like do like a settle it type of thing.
True.
Yeah. But anywho, I am that corner reviewer, and to join me, the NBC War Chief of Jazz,
Jazz.
Andrew.
Yeah.
So what brought that name? What brought the Jazz for tonight?
Just after the tank video I sent you earlier, and
Yeah, that was good.
a few other things, like, I'm just feeling like the jazz, the saxophone, like,
Oh yeah, no, I was in a jazz mood when I got home, so I put on jazz when I was cooking.
Okay, see, it's just a jazz kind of day.
It was a jazz night, yeah. Just didn't have a joint in my mouth while I was doing it. Damn it.
We can solve that tomorrow, depending on if you're working on Friday or Saturday.
Okay. We could probably do that. If it doesn't get pissy. Or you know what, YouTube might. That's the only issue. YouTube might get me pissy.
Maybe.
What to say is it's educational purposes.
You just say it's one of those electric cigarettes. It's not real. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just lie.
It's vaping.
It's that's you vape like one of the cool kids.
Yeah, exactly. Going with the cool kids.
Yeah, don't actually roll your own stuff and use paper. That's for old people. You should vape.
Exactly. You vape now.
you
vape now.
It's like you pay tariff. You vape now.
Yes.
That's all we do. We vape right now.
We vape.
Stop. I vape. Okay.
We'll be like those Chinese dramas.
Yeah. Wait, they vape in those? Oh, I haven't watched too many Chinese dramas.
No, we'll do it. We'll have a Chinese Joker.
I mean,
you know how I got these scars.
That's already funnier than Heath Ledger's version. So okay.
Exactly. You want to know how I got these scars?
You want to know how? You want to know, funny man? Make me scar up? Yes. What?
But no, we've had a good go home. I was shocked.
I was too, and it actually started good. It ended correctly.
Yeah,
there was
ended how it needed to.
Between. Yeah, I was confused. It was actually a good show.
Yeah, I know what happened, but we are here. I was expecting a bad show.
Well, they didn't do 35 minutes of fucking like video packages hyping up a fucking match like they usually do for go homes.
Yeah, we hardly got any of that.
I don't think we got any video packages. We actually got matches to hype up the matches. Go figure.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, like I didn't think that we're gonna finish. Like I was like, okay, we're like halfway done. It's not even an hour in with what they announced.
I know. I was very shocked in a good way. Now, will they continue this for other go homes? Probably not. But at least today was nice. It was a nice. It shows us that they can do it if they actually want to.
Yep.
Now, if only they'd continue doing that. I swear, if the next go home is just like 40 minutes of video package crap just because they didn't film enough matches or whatever, stop it. No.
Yep. No. Like no. We're not doing that.
Even if there's we got a squash match today, but at least it was something. Like,
Yeah.
no one needs another goddamn video package. Like,
Yeah, no, like everything made sense, and it built up the card. We got changes to the card. We're gonna run down the card before we get out of here.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we won't do too much bullshit. We're gonna do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we need to save our bullshit for
Yeah.
depending on how bad it is tomorrow.
Yeah, or good. But either way, we're gonna do it regardless.
True, that is very
Because
true.
otherwise, you're gonna be staring at a screen for 3 hours. And do you want to do that?
Depends on the screen.
Yes.
And just saying.
Depends, yeah.
Yes.
Just saying.
I mean, if it's more like Mara and Bunny and Cora and stuff like, or Elena, that's her name now.
Yes.
But like, I'm okay with that. I could stare at that for 3 hours. That'd be good.
Yes. But with the fans, who knows?
Good question. Next question.
Well, next question is, did you like the opening contest?
Actually, yes.
Because that's Ali and BDE, and all right, it's a good opener.
This again proves that BDE, while he's green, he knows how to work if there's somebody who can lead the match and work with him, or like help him along and cover his weaknesses.
Yeah, like when you get a seasoned vet like Ali, he can help out, especially someone like his size and almost similar style.
Well, yeah, but like PD's matches with like Ali today, the couple with EY earlier, like those were solid matches. He understands kind of how to bump and sell. Well, he needs to work on selling slightly more, but like he at least understands how to listen.
Yes.
Now, when he's in with other people that aren't that good, like the match with Sinner and Saint, which was fucking terrible, like
then they're left to their own devices.
That's when he gets exposed, and it's shown that he's green as fuck. Cause
and Rich Swann ain't a magician to help all three of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like when it's just Rich doing his own thing, he can carry it fine, but he can't really carry three people at the same time.
Yeah. But no, like right results. Ali with a new finisher. He calls it the Dance with the Devil,
which you'll realize is just an end of days.
It just done differently.
he just, I don't know if it's always going to be done that way, because it just kind of spun it out a little more. But it's just an end of days. You know what I mean? Which everybody liked the end of days. That was a really cool fucking finish from Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah, no, I love that finish.
And it was one of the most protected finishes in WWE. So
yeah, until Drew kicked out of it and swung his sword.
But still, like when there's only like what, two people that kicked out of it, maybe just the one.
Right. Yeah, I say it was, but for more or less, it was always like a one and done, which is good because we don't have finishes anymore.
No, we don't, especially not in WWE
or anywhere. It's all signatures. Everyone has them.
Yeah, WWE really just have what, the RKO. The RKO is the only one that everybody assumes will finish.
Yeah, everyone just got one somewhere. Like WWE has that. AW still has the one winged angel, I think. Still, I don't think anyone kicked out of Kenny's yet.
Well, Kenny was hurt for like a year, so he has to build it back up. You know, they can't.
But I'm saying, like, I still don't think anyone kicked out of it. I know he kicked out of it when Will did it to him.
Technically, Okada kicked out of it, even though his foot hit on the ropes in New Japan.
Okay, I was gonna say his foot was on the rope. That's right.
Yes, he didn't kick. His foot just kind of fell onto the rope to break the count.
Right. I meant like a full on kick, like kick out. But I don't think, and I could be wrong. But everyone always there's always one in each promotion somewhere. That's all we're saying.
It's true. That's true. So we'll see how well this works. I don't love the name. The name is too fucking long.
Just call it redacted.
It's the Chris Benoit finish. What?
It's the redacted. Oh my god. It works. He's still a politician, allegedly. I don't know.
I don't even know. He cut his hair. The music has changed. Honestly, I didn't even remember the music changed to that. So when that music played in the beginning of the show, I'm like, who the fuck is coming up now? And like, I don't even know what this. Oh, it's that.
I was like, oh, it's him.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was. I'm like, and I don't get the dance with the devil thing because I'm like, is he the devil now? Like, did he decide to take Adam Cole's failed gimmick from AEW and he's using it now? He's the devil. Blah, blah, blah. Like, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with it, but still, solid match. Right guy won.
Yeah. The name of the move can be stupid. It's still a good match, though.
Yeah. Order 4 attacks Rich Swann and BDE. And then Trey Big L hits Agent Zero with the belt, who still has no aura anymore.
No, he's a dork.
Yeah. So he tried to help. Then he got his ass kicked because of Tasha Steelz.
And then Jada came out. Jada looks good when she's on the offense.
Yeah.
Like that Frankensteiner that she hit on, I think it was Ali. Like that looked really fucking good.
That got a good pop.
It did too. Like, and I'm glad that they didn't have her like take the choke bomb or whatever from Agent Zero because he's such a dork.
Yep. And great hands. They tried to get her. Nope, they got tossed over the rope. And
which
it works given how they are with the personalities. It works.
Mm-hmm.
And Trey pulled her away before getting choke bombed.
Uh-huh.
So good way to set it up, like to build up hype for the match tomorrow.
Especially because there was nothing final. You know, like nobody ate a finish, nobody was laying.
Right, and I'm sure Jada is gonna shine somehow.
Yeah, even Order 4 has to win. Like that, Tasha and Ali have to win that.
Right,
because it has to validate Ali going after the international title.
Yeah, because you can't just like look at it and go, "I want it." It's not Japan.
Yeah, you can't just be like Jada can't just beat Tasha. I guess they could do that. I guess the fall could be on the women, and then something could happen to make Trey wanna accept the challenge or blah blah blah.
Right.
But that's super convoluted. It's just easier to have Order 4 win.
Yep. But no, good way to open the show.
Agreed.
Then we go to the back. It's Leon Slater, Mike Santana. Talk about the match tonight against Eddie Edwards and Cedric Alexander. Of course, Dario Ray is like, "Hey, just know you cannot attack Macklin.
No touching.
We got a tournament made just in case, but no touching."
I like how she yelled at Santino for doing it last week, and now she acknowledges it.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh no." I wanted her to say it was her idea.
I did too. I wanted her to be like, I came up with a tournament and you're not in it. And it's just like, but we know Santino started doing it. That was his whole gimmick.
Yes. I made it professional.
But it's, again, I like how they play off of each other because it seems like they kind of like each other's ideas at times, but because the other one says it, it's no, fuck you, I'm gonna make it more ridiculous.
Yes.
And it's like it's good comedy, and she still comes off like the queen cunt, so it's amazing.
Like the bitch she is. Yep.
Correct.
But no, good stuff. And we'll see how it goes from there. But the next match, Jeff Hardy versus Brian Myers.
Brian Myers didn't lose in 4 seconds this week, at least. That's good for him.
Still lost, but yes.
It wasn't 4 seconds.
No, it was like 5 minutes this time.
Exactly. Santino didn't even finish kicking out Order 4 last week when Moose just killed him. So
I was kind of expecting a DQ to end it. But given that now it's not a title match tomorrow, it makes sense now.
Yeah. I'm also glad it's not a title match tomorrow.
Yeah, because I think obviously the Righteous are probably going to get the belts, and you can't have the system lose a title match,
I don't know.
especially with Bear Bronson.
The whole Righteous thing still bothers me. And it still bothers me on the fact of we have no babyface tag teams in this fucking company except for the Hardys.
Yep.
And you can't sit here and try to tell me that Center and Sane are in it because they're not established. They suck.
Oh no, I'm not. Like,
And-
unfortunately, they are baby faces, but I'm not going to say they're established enough to like they're ready for that.
And BDE and Swann are baby faces, but they have had 3 matches together, and I think they've lost them all. So like,
Yeah, they're still too new of a tag team. If they stick around, you know what? Sure, we'll come back to them like 6 to 9 months.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And it's just like, so the Righteous being baby faces is kind of a necessity because
Yeah,
we have no fucking baby faces.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to look at
Unless they just throw
Good
2
list.
people together.
again.
Like if Cedric beats Leon for the X division and then Leon loses the rematch and then Trey and Leon want to do like a new like Rascals kind of thing to make them a tag team.
Or Leon and Bay, if he comes back.
I don't know what his timetable looks like, but yeah.
Yeah.
But like we don't have any babyface teams aside from the Hardys, and technically they're Righteous right now, even though everything is pointing towards them turning because it's a trope as old as fucking wrestling. The whole
Yeah, I'm
You got hit in the back.
I'm looking at the roster list, and yeah, there's this multi heel. Like, you got the Nanas, you got the System.
So unless they debut somebody in the next couple weeks, or unless they just do a throw together fucking babyface team, it would make no sense to turn the Righteous.
Right. But fortunately, that's probably going to do. Like I said, I don't like even they can win the titles as baby faces, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if they want to do like an out to where the system can get a win but not get the belts, then this makes sense for have Jeff to beat Brian.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah, because it was still a title match tomorrow. I would just go, what the fuck?
See, I don't think I noticed it wasn't a title match tomorrow because I was remember when they fucking had the rematch against the Nemitz or whatever it was when Jeff couldn't go to Canada, so they just had Leon step in for Jeff. And that was still for like the rematch or something. Like, why? Like, that doesn't even count. Like I don't know why you would continue to make that a title match. Like, that's not
exactly
fair. Like, people show up for the Hardys. They didn't show in for Phil and Hardy. Like,
right. But yeah, System attacked Jeff after the match. Then the Righteous came out to help. They all fought off except for Bear Bronson,
which I was smart.
Yep, and then this made Moose is out, and that match is right now.
This was a really fucking good match.
Yeah, it did what it needed to do. It had to showcase Bear Bronson.
It got a little overbooked at the very end.
Like, but I get it. But yes,
like it was very TNA at the end, where the Falcons legends came out to block basically for Moose to stop the fucking system from interfering further.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I don't think that we're gonna do the Hardys again, but like it works because they are in Atlanta. Like, all right, why not? It makes sense.
And Moose was a Falcon during his football career, and it's very TNA, where you get like the sports people. Like, remember D'Angelo Williams, the running back from a few different teams. He had a couple different matches. I think with LA Knight or Eli Drake or against that Eli Drake. I forget exactly how that went. And then they had Hermes Sadler. They had fucking.
Then we have Pac-Man Jones.
Pac-Man Jones, of course, yes.
The infamous one.
Even though he never wrestled, because it was against his contract in the NFL.
Yep.
So
Jeff tried so hard to get him to wrestle.
I know, but because he was just suspended, he still had to base it off the NFL rules, and they wouldn't let him fucking do it.
Exactly.
But that sucks because it could have been fun. But
It just wasn't meant to be.
no, it wasn't. But either way, so like it was a little overbooked. But yeah, the match was surprisingly really good, really competitive. Bear looked like a fucking killer. But when
Yeah.
did we start doing this whole baby faces don't get distracted by interference and heels do? When did that trope turn?
Only in TNA.
That's what it feels like, honestly. Yeah, because it feels like every fucking time there's a heel that has any kind of heat with a group of people, like they do the stupid baby face thing of getting distracted by a Titantron. Or
I'm sure it happens elsewhere, but yeah, TNA's doing it.
it feels more frequent in TNA,
Exactly.
and I'm just like I don't get it, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because the heels aren't supposed to be the dumb, gullible ones. The heels are supposed to be the smart ones.
Right. But no, Bear looked really good. He had to showcase because I know it's someone that they're probably gonna push like bigger things if he sticks around.
Of course, he's young too, so that's good. He's just still, he's not
He,
super
he
established either. So
yeah, he's young, he's fresh. This helps him get established. He's not established yet, but this helps him, especially as someone like a former world champion.
agreed. Yeah, nothing of what I was saying was supposed to be
Yeah.
negative.
Oh no,
Like,
no.
It's a lot like the Macklin situation, where yeah, Macklin came from WWE, but no one knew who the fuck he was.
And no one gave a shit.
He was a random tag jabroni in a tag team that no one gave a fuck about.
Yeah, and their leader was a guy that only had one match, then became a nut.
But
then
he
they got rid
came
of him.
from TNA because when Gunner was
Yeah, that's
TNA,
right. He was Gunner.
yes, when Gunner was in TNA, people loved Gunner.
Yeah,
That was he didn't open his mouth about politics, but like Gunner was cool as fuck in TNA.
yeah,
And then in NXT, yeah, we know how that happened.
yeah.
But yeah. So if I can honestly say I miss Gunner as in who he was in TNA. The person himself kind of sucks. So
Right.
I don't really need to see him in wrestling ever again. But
No,
it
yeah,
would be cool. It would be a little cool if he helped Macklin because he is a TNA original, sort of. You know what I mean?
His last match was 2 years ago,
Okay.
and has not wrestled since.
Still, just saying, it could be kind of neat if Macklin gets some help for this weird tirade he's on.
All right. Let's say, yeah, he's had a couple of matches in WWE. But yeah, no, XT really didn't have shit, but was busy on Raw and main event. It looks like.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I didn't know either.
Because I just knew I didn't see him wrestle very often, and it was kind of the joke.
Yeah.
But yeah,
let's see. Count outs.
They were count out losses or victories.
He beat AJ Styles one time.
What? In WWE?
And yeah, on a Raw.
What?
Yeah, May 24th, 2021. 2 minutes.
What?
Yeah, I know. It was a weird time.
Maybe it was still COVID times. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it was the Thunderdome era. They were trying to experiment with people because
Yeah.
they tried to push Apollo finally, and they're like, okay, never mind.
Well, is that when they gave him like that weird militant fucking like
Before
gimmick?
that when they get the U.S. title.
Oh, before the militant gimmick. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like the militant gimmick kind of worked for him, oddly.
The accent, this was just too cartoony.
Agreed with that, but I think the gimmick itself was okay.
It could have, but they were like, all right, this is too campy, so let's just cut it. And we only like your guy, the other guy, and then we got rid of him.
True.
ZZs or whatever's.
Yes, very true.
So all that dumb shit.
Gunner got a win over AJ Styles in WWE. Wow.
In 2 minutes.
Wow. He's a god. What can I say? He's the best.
Yep. He goofy,
Goofy, boy.
But no, great match, and 3 down, 1 to go for Moose.
Yeah. I still really see tomorrow is going to be interesting because we got a lot of fuck shit that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Lish fuck shit. We got the righteous fuck shit. Like, I hope we don't get any of it. I hope they surprise us all and do it clean and don't give us something stupid. But we're gonna get something stupid.
I want it to be, if Eddie wins, I want it to be like an accidental thing for Alisha, not like intentional. That way, Eddie gets it out with still momentum, and Moose doesn't lose clean, but he can still get his payback.
Honestly, I would love if Eddie loses because he clips Lish with something. Like I would want him to like do like a fucking like Misawa discus fucking elbow and just miss Moose and knock out Lish because she's like on the apron arguing, and then he's just beside himself because it's his wife.
Yeah, it's like,
shit. And Moose takes advantage of that. Right. So like that, I would love to see that be how he loses. So
if he loses, yes,
it's not clean. You know what I mean? Because he got distracted.
Right. Because whoever wins tomorrow, it should not be clean.
Agreed. I don't want to see Lish turn on Moose.
No, I don't.
Because I like Lish better as a face. As weird as that sentence is.
That's what I said. That's why I said I'd rather be an accidental thing that costs Moose instead of intentional.
Agreed. I just hope it doesn't cost Moose, and I hope it costs Eddie.
Right.
Because Eddie still got the briefcase. Eddie can afford a loss. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to look.
And he pinned the champ. So.
And I don't think, and the group can't really give him shit for it if he loses because he accidentally knocked his wife out.
Right.
Like, who the fuck is gonna give you shit about losing a match?
Accidentally knocking out your wife.
Exactly. It's like, I don't think anybody would take that fight up. Like, you're a pussy bitch because you didn't keep hitting Moose after you knocked your wife out.
No, because you know what's fair? Because you probably if they probably would say, hey, if we actually hit your wife, yeah, you'd be pissed at us too.
And that's also a good example too of storytelling where like they never hit her. They all had the opportunity to hit her, but they didn't. So
but they know, like, hey, he'll kick our ass, or
and the one person to actually hit her would be Eddie accidentally.
Right.
That I think would be really funny and a good way to have him lose.
Well, next up we go to the back. Myla Sade has an interview with Jim Miller.
She looked good tonight.
She did. And then her phone transformed into a letter.
I hate when that happens.
I know. And it said, follow the white rabbit. It's like, oh shit, Paul London's here? But no, it was Allie in a bunny outfit.
And are we even sure it's Allie?
Good question.
Because then we got the Wrath segment shortly after that.
Yep.
And
she was not in that outfit.
And she was also surprised that Steve could see her.
Yep.
And Mara could see this white rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
So who is pretending to be the white rabbit is kind of my whole thing.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't even make sense why you'd have Mara involved in it.
I was trying to figure it out. I was like, what's her connection to? Like, what's Mara gonna do to bring her back?
It's like the only thing I could even think of is last year when there was a bunch of that tag shit when she was still Jakara Jackson and Lash was her teammate when they were in NXT. And I think Rosemary and Wendy Chu might have had something to do with them when they were kind of a tag team for a half a minute when Wendy Chu was still doing like the Sleepy Demon thing.
Oh, maybe.
But like, I don't know if that's enough to make a whole fucking video storyline around. You know what I mean? With all the other shit that Rosemary's been involved in.
I get what you're saying.
And then Cora was at the very end of this segment, like looking up, watching Mara climb the steps.
To be continued.
I know, but like, what or Elena. Cora is just such an easier name to say.
It is.
But what does Elena have to do with this?
I don't know. We'll find out hopefully next week. System's pissed off. Bear Brian Myers, they're not happy. Cedric's like, hey, we still got our main event to do that, and you just see the Righteous with the medicine JoJo do that in the background. But next match, Diamond Collective against Jody Fred, Harley Hudson, and Myla Grace.
Is that what they're going as?
Yep.
Oh, I missed the faction name.
Yep. That's what they're called. Okay, tag match. Jody actually got a pop from the crowd.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
And we got our UK woman doing good.
Yeah.
Then Tessa hit her buzzsaw on Myla. Yep.
Myla. Yes.
And got the win.
Mm-hmm. It's still a little awkward, honestly, to watch the UK girls because they're not established, so you don't know what the fuck their move sets really are.
They've been there for a year.
So, like, the fact that, like, the second spot in the match was Myla and Harley, and, like, Harley was doing, like, that grind thing on her when they were, like, in a waist lock.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, is that, like, her thing? Does she always do that? Because it just looked weird. Because we don't know who half of these girls are.
Right.
Myla, we haven't really seen much of. Harley, we haven't seen much of. We just know that she likes to show off her ass on her entrance and all that other stuff. She does have a nice ass. Yeah. So, no arguments there. But, like, is the grind thing just something she always does?
Yes.
You're just assuming.
Yes. I am.
So that's it just came off as really weird, especially for like the first or second spot of the fucking match.
Right.
I'm just like, at least like when Goldust did it, it was at a funny point in the match to just creep somebody out.
Agreed.
She just did it in the beginning, and Myla didn't even respond.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, that I don't get it. Was she into it? It's like,
well, moving on, we're going to the Shadow Realm.
Hooray, Yu-Gi-Oh!
So speaking of, did you see Lil Karibo streams?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I only saw like an hour. He was playing one of the games, and he got 5 times his goal.
Holy shit!
Before the streaming, but PayPal froze it to like make sure it's like legit before they give it to him.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, because like 100K in like a day. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, now just assume. Let's hope they don't freeze it for too long. You know.
Right, but he still got donations on the stream, so.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, and they explained what happened.
So, what exactly did happen that like the money just dried up?
The fact that he's autoimmune, he can't go to cons, and that was a good chunk of his income. And then there was a job opportunity where they were living, and that fell through.
Oh, I get you.
So they were both like, well, shit.
See, this confuses me slightly. And what I mean by that is, I think I saw something on Twitter about like VTubers doing cons now because they'll digitally like Skype in essentially. Even though I know Skype's not a thing, but you get what I'm getting at.
I've never seen them. I believe you.
Like it's the first time I've seen it too.
But I think it's for those that are like in agencies type of thing.
But I find that weird though, that like it's becoming a thing where VTubers could digitally like have a panel or join something.
Yeah.
But like somebody like Karibo who has a health reason why he can't show up in public, like in person, why they couldn't give him like the fucking streaming that like everybody has streaming. Everybody has fucking Teams or whatever, or there's 90,000 fucking streaming.
Like, I don't know if it depends on the con or if something that they offer or not, or if the other person wants.
And you would have to think like that's cheaper too, because you don't have to pay for them to get a room.
But you would still have to rent out the room, but you gotta have someone to like work the computer, like work with them.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying you wouldn't have to pay for this celebrity to have like if it's part of their package of what they
Yeah,
ask for.
you
There's
want to
no
like pay
travel,
their mission or something.
yes, there's no travel, there's no amenities. It's literally just have a dude there with a laptop.
Yeah,
Like that's all. Like
yeah. I don't know, but yeah, but yeah, more or less that was just a bit like like him going to cons like was like his a good chunk of his income.
how bad is his autoimmune issue if he can't even go now when it's not even COVID anymore? It's just normal interaction.
I don't know. I haven't delved into that, so I'm trying to get this is like the Keith Lee type of thing where he just disappears for like 3 years after getting COVID the one time.
Because you would have to think like he went to cons beforehand.
Yeah, he did, and then I'm trying to think, was his health that bad beforehand to make it worse?
Like I remember he used to make videos about having issues, but I thought it was more like
Yeah, that was for mental, yeah,
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I thought it was more like mental stress and like depression and stuff like that.
yeah,
So
yeah, and he did explain like all that made him like depressed to like be unable to like work on videos because like shit, what am I gonna do type of thing. But
yeah,
I'm glad he found some type of motivation to pick himself up.
agreed.
Yeah. He also admitted that he hated working on the Battle City season
Why?
because he made it more meme-ish than like a bridging type of joke.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's been forever since I've seen Battle City because it's taken him 20 years to get through.
No, I gotta try to remember. Like I do like there was a lot of meme references. So I think it was I think it's more like he relied too much on that than like the character or whatever or however DBZ did it with their characters.
See, well, TBZ kind of made their own memes, like Cat Loves Food. Yeah.
Right, but they were still like fleshed out like a different side of these characters, while the other one not really.
True. I don't know. I don't see that as an issue because you're using a dated product anyway.
Yeah,
And
as of it's more of like I get at that time where memes were like newish,
yeah,
sure, but I would say if he did that now, it would not work.
well, that's also because humor has changed. Think,
Yeah.
or actually, I can even argue that with you because look at Ghost Stories.
Right.
Ghost Stories is super dated because I think there's like George Bush jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's obviously very like 2001, 2002 kind of coded.
Yeah.
And people still think it's fucking amazing now.
Right.
So things can be dated, and that's fine as long as it's still funny. Like
Right.
humor is humor. So sometimes memes and sometimes dated references still work.
Right.
So I think he's maybe being too hard on himself.
Or more like he felt like he could have done more.
Because I feel like the only thing that you could really look and say he could have done more is he could have just been more consistent over the last few years. But then again, if he was just slowly like slipping through depression in the last 3, 4, or 5 years, whatever it's been,
Yeah.
that explains why he's only put out like one abridged video a year.
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
But I don't know because I don't feel like the humor in a lot of the more recent ones changed. I haven't seen the last two that just came out.
I haven't either. I will soon, but I might have to eventually go back to rewatch like the old Battle City to see what he's talking about. Like maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah, maybe because like that's the one thing I'll give Dragon Ball abridged and even the Sailor Moon abridged that Team 4 Star recently did.
Yeah.
They don't rely on actual memes. They
Right.
just kind of do their own kind of quick, quirky meme style humor within the world. You know, be it Cat Loves Food or Vegeta's whole censored "Find Me in the Alps" having a lovely or fancy barbecue, blah blah blah. Like that's kind of a meme within itself. Or what are you doing? You foiling my plans? What?
Yeah.
Or I need an adult. I need an adult. You know, kind of a meme within itself.
Right.
So I think that's the whole thing. Is like Team 4 Star understands how to make a joke a meme where Karibo was using existing memes to make a joke.
Right. And I think that was why he thought like Abridged was at the time or what it needed to be. And sure, like it was probably funny then, but I think looking back, it was probably like, damn, I could have done a lot more.
Yeah, but everybody feels that way.
Yeah. But like I said, I hope he finds his groove. That's all really I care about that, and hopefully this is enough to get him for at least a few years.
True. Maybe he'll bring back the Mark Remark.
Which one was that?
His wrestling show.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, like, just bitching about wrestling. You can make a killing on that now.
I still need to know how Glass of Milk did in his last match. Fucking Glass of Milk. See, if you're in fucking his streams or something like that, you should totally.
I should.
You should bring up Mark Remark and plug the show and just tell him he could get his wrestling fix here.
I was like, hey, you can come on ours. You can watch with us.
Yes, you just have to tolerate TNA.
Yeah, like we can't pay you, but you hang out.
Exactly. Talk about Glass of Milk. Talk about all the other classic Mark Remark stuff.
There you go. Alrighty, let's get to this. Alrighty, the fourth sin, Raph.
I always liked him in WCW.
Yes. No, he was good. What happened to that guy?
Brian Clark? Well, let's see. No, he's still alive. He's still alive. Because he did a little bit of stuff in All Japan. And I feel
he retired in 03.
Yeah, shortly after, because I know he had a stint in All Japan for a while, and then they tried to use Chronic in WWE, and they didn't use Chronic well.
No, well, Chronic was the tag team.
Well, I know I'm just saying.
That's okay.
It was the two Bryans. It was Brian Adams and Brian Clark.
Yep, I'm looking now, and yeah, he had like 5 matches in All Japan. He was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. I feel like he came back-ish, like he did a couple podcasts or interviews or something like that last year or so.
Right.
But yeah, at least he's not dead, unlike Brian Adams. So like, rest in peace.
Yeah. But no, he's still alive. He is 62.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Good old Adam.
Yeah, exactly. But no, this time it's a Decay reunion with Crazy Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So
and Allie.
And Allie. He's like, oh, you can see me. Hi, I'm Allie. And then Crazy Steve just yelled at Rosemary, like, oh, you're only here because you want something. Well, I want to get out of the shadow room. I want to get out of this basement. But I'll help you, but you got to sacrifice something.
And then she should have been like, no, that's tomorrow.
I was like, did you want to face? Like, did you want to have a match with her or sacrifice? Like, where are you trying to get at?
That could have actually been interesting.
Like face me a sacrifice. You gotta beat me.
That would have been funny. But
that could have been on the countdown.
I was just happy to see Steve, and and like we were talking a little bit before, I don't remember the onset of Decay too much because that was still at the dark times of TNA, where I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck he was talking about with this connection they had and blah blah blah,
or why they broke up.
Well, I know they did. They all just kind of went their own separate way because Abyss left to go to WWE.
Yeah.
Then they had Decay 2.0, which was Rosemary, Havoc, Black Taurus, and Crazy Steve.
Right.
But then they barely used Taurus, and then Taurus ended up going to fucking ROH. Crazy Steve was digital media champion for like a little bit, and then after he dropped the belt, he just disappeared. Havoc disappeared after she was like Jessie or whatever. Or no, it was Jessica, but it was sick, spelled like S-I because she's sick.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. But you know what I mean. Like I don't think they ever officially gave us a reason why Decay decayed. It's just they all didn't sign again and went their own separate ways. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, like there was no payoff conclusion to that
No.
action. It just happened.
Yeah, unless I just missed something. It doesn't seem like anything. There was no finality.
Right. So we'll see what happens to that. We'll see what the next one is.
You gotta
But
think, like, who's left?
I say Abyss and Su Young, but that's like two. Then who's like the third one? That's just James Mitchell. Unless they get all three of them.
Oh yeah, Mitchell should be there. Su Young, I like the Su Young answer.
She needs to be last. Su Young.
Kira Hogan could be. We talked about that a week or two ago because
Yeah.
you said she's freelancer and she hasn't done anything in a little bit. So
Yeah, unless they want to bring Havoc. I don't know.
I'm trying to think who else they might have killed.
Well, Eric Young, speaking of, he's next, but
Hey, look at that!
he got killed and he came back. He got better.
he got fixed.
Yeah. So I got better.
Yeah, it just happens. He got over being dead.
And he fought Brad.
Bad attitude. That fucking God, I hate that fucking name. It's such a jobber name.
It is.
It's so stupid.
But at least Eric won.
True, but it's better than fucking Joey Two Scoops or Tony Two Scoops, or the fuck his name was like a month ago. But these names are just shitty. Where do they?
Where do you get these guys?
I know, like, it's fucking sad. Like, fucking A.
But to the back again, because who attacked Matt Hardy? He fell down some stairs.
That's all he did. He just fell down the stairs. It's fine.
I guess he told his wife she'd be pretty if she smiled, and she just pushed him.
That was actually what it was. It was Rebby attacked Matt.
Yep.
It wasn't righteous. It wasn't fucking the system. It was Rebby.
Yeah.
She wanted the insurance money.
Exactly. Or like I said, again, Matt said she'd be pretty if she smiled more, and she's like, "Oh, is that right?"
I don't know. Rebby's pretty hot. Like, cause she's crazy, and hot is crazy is hot. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a hot crazy scale.
She's
And
Latina, so yeah.
Exactly, and Rebby is fine. Rebby hits the right apex of being hot and crazy.
Yep. But the righteous are like, "Oh no, who could have done this?"
I say, boy.
If it'll please the court, Your Honor, I declare that it was the system.
Yeah, Dutch looking like some
Matt
foghorn
Hardy.
leghorn looking ass motherfucker. Now I'm just a simple country lawyer.
I propose my good friend Vincent here
Yeah.
helps out to avenge the one Matt Hardy.
Even though you're both bump guys and you both like to do the swanton, I think he would be better than me myself.
Yes, he'll be like doing like this in the corner. I got the front row seat, as they say.
Just patting himself with a fucking handkerchief. Yeah,
Has to. Yeah, he's got it.
he just got the sweats. Now Dutch is just missing the gimmick. That's what it needs. He doesn't need the tongue action. He just needs a southern accent.
He'll do it with the tongue.
Oh, I see.
I say you taste like 11 herbs and spices down there.
I can taste all those spices. Boy.
It's just finger licking good.
Oh.
It's like that.
Gotta clean every finger real slow. All right.
I taste the cayenne pepper on this one.
But we don't use any cayenne pepper. I know.
I know you gotta get some badges to clean it.
Wow.
You gotta make sure you use it every day. Every day.
I still like we were saying earlier. I really hope they don't turn the righteous.
I don't want to. It's too early.
And you have no baby faces.
Yeah, make someone a baby face.
Yeah, sign a team.
Yeah, sign a team. Don't lose them to sickos and
sign the Andersons if they're still available.
Exactly. You can make them baby faces.
You can.
Yeah.
people still pop for CW because he's a legend, and Brock is a good enough look that he doesn't have
Yeah,
to be heel.
just give Arn a gun.
That's fine. That's a babyface move right there.
Yep. Before our main event, we had a surprise.
A surprise. I'll say. Oh wait,
I'll say a surprise is the Buff Bagwell.
Yeah, that was not a surprise I was expecting ever.
I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, I like the fact that he mentioned eventually the fact that he was a piece of shit for like the last 20 years.
Yeah, he talked about one, thank God. Two, I have one leg.
Yeah,
And thank God that I'm alive.
yeah, the God stuff was getting a little annoying.
And number three, I'm sorry I've been an asshole for 20 years.
And see, that's fine. I think that's when the crowd started to actually give a shit.
I was like, oh, maybe he will mean it this time. We'll see.
And then Kaz walks out and says everything I was thinking.
It's like, dude, you're not gonna walk to the ring, you're gonna hop there.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, Kaz, this is great. Continue.
Right, so what are you gonna do? Go do a GoFundMe? This doesn't work out.
I know, holy shit! Like, when Kaz isn't doing his like bootleg Jericho gimmick,
Well, he's not going after the title. He's fine.
He has these moments where he just reminds you that he's actually pretty fucking good at what he does when he's not cosplaying Chris Jericho.
Exactly. Then he got chased by Elijah,
which is funny.
Yep. And then Elijah's like, "Look, I'll walk down there with you. I say, I'll walk with you."
Yeah, that was probably not the right person to align with him, given the fact that he amputated one leg. Yeah, let's walk with Elias. Oh, well, or in your case, limp.
He even said it'll be an honor to walk with Elijah. So they're probably gonna have a tag match.
Yeah,
Rebellion.
The only thing I'm wondering, because he's gonna try to do it. I wonder if whatever kind of prosthetic he has, he could pull off the blockbuster one more time.
Watch him do it, and the leg falls off.
That's what I had in my head. That I just like, oh my god,
midair as he's flipping over.
Now, see, it'd be funny if that hits the guy's partner, so it knocks him away, and then he hits the blockbuster clean. That would be perfect.
He's like, go, gadget the leg.
Exactly. It's his own kind of claymore. He just fires at his leg instead.
Expect a gadget.
Exactly. But he's gonna try to do the blockbuster one more time.
Yeah, he's got it.
And it's just, which it could be cool.
And then he can do whatever he wants after that.
Yeah, it could be cool, and can't really complain too much because Zach Gowen was a thing for how long?
Ever.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
if he can redeem himself somehow, then he should be able to.
I just don't really know if he'd because watching him kind of limp off stage, it doesn't look like he's got good mobility with even the prosthetic right now.
Yeah, but I feel like at the same time, if he knew he wouldn't, I don't think he would have done that promo.
Well, it depends on what kind of timeline he's looking at.
Yeah.
Are they looking at Slammiversary? Are they looking at Rebellion? Are they looking at Bound for Glory?
I'm thinking Rebellion.
Yeah, but Rebellion's only I guess.
I don't see him. I don't see it long unless they're going to stretch it out to a Slammiversary with a singles match, like tag first and then singles.
Yeah, I don't think he needs a singles match. I don't.
No, he doesn't.
I think the tag is fine, and it's just a matter of figuring out how to work that. But then who the fuck would be Cass's partner? Because you're not going to put AJ Francis in with a
Lex Luger.
Good answer. I'm just gonna leave it there. That's fine. Good yeah, good answer.
Well, good answer here. Main event.
It's
Santana and Slater against the System. Another good match. Really good main event. It made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Macklin saying, "Hey, if I can't attack Santana, I'll attack Leon."
Which that was clever. I like that.
Yep, and antagonize Santana. Like, what are you gonna do? Hit me?
Yeah, and then
And
Leon decides to continue to attack him after he left him alone for a minute.
Santana's like, "All right, good. I can go back in." And then as soon as he goes in, Boston Knee Party.
That was timed well from Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie didn't wait like most other wrestlers do nowadays. He just kind of went at him and fucking clipped him as soon as he turned around. That was good.
Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, it makes sense, and it shows Eddie as a threat to Santana's title. So just like I said, being just the briefcase holder.
Yep.
And Macklin got to Santana's head. So
sadly, it probably does telegraph that Macklin isn't winning tomorrow.
I know. I was saying, unless they have a rematch soon, then I don't mind. But but if it's a one and done, I don't like that match.
Yeah. I need fuck shit to happen. I need something stupid to happen in this match.
Yeah, something has either Macklin gets out or something ridiculous happens.
Yeah. I don't care what ridiculous level of thing happens. It just Macklin needs an out so he gets another shot at the title at some point.
Agreed. So well, before we preview the card, real quick, match of the night, I think Moose and Bronson.
Agreed.
Megastar, I think Bear Bronson.
He looked really good. Yeah, I agree.
And segments.
Wrath with Crazy Steve.
Yeah, Wrath with Crazy Steve. And Jobber of the Night. Ryan Myers? I don't know. Or BDE. Sorry, BDE.
Yeah, BDE. Yeah, you're right.
I keep forgetting. Yeah, BDE.
Let's be honest. You were actually trying to think if there was any kind of like a women's match that you
wanted. Or yeah, I was like, could I give it to Ryan Evans somehow?
Well, yeah, but he wasn't even on the show.
I know.
That was the biggest miss. Yeah, well, we care more about Ryan. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, Ryan was on the show multiple times without his big brother.
Exactly. But let's run down this card. We got it tomorrow. We have a watch-along. We hope you all join us for it. But first, the countdown. Jody Fret and Jessa Blanchard. I think Tessa.
Tessa better win that.
Yep. And then the other countdown, Ryan Emmett versus BDE. I think BDE wins.
I don't want BDE to get his first win on a countdown against Ryan. I'll let Ryan win that one in my head.
All right. Then Elijah, hometown man against AJ Francis and Frankie. I think AJ and Frankie. They'll pin hometown man.
I don't know.
Unless Bagwell costs AJ and Frankie.
Oh my god, I don't want to see that happen. But
no.
But I don't because hometown.
I don't want to see the match, so
hometown man is kind of over, and I don't think Elijah can take any more stupid losses because
he doesn't have to get pinned.
But they were positioning him as like a main event player when Hendry was the champion, and then he got hurt for like 6 months. Yeah, and then now they kind of had him 50-50 booked with fucking Ali.
Yep, and then a really good coffee match, and
then he lost to fucking AJ or whoever the fuck it was that he lost.
AJ.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was. I just wasn't 1,000% sure. So I think Elijah needs the win just because he's the one with the better upward trajectory.
Okay. Ariana Grace, Danny Luda, and Lei Yun Lee for the Knockouts title. Ariana retains.
Same.
Trey Miguel and Jada Stone against Ali and Tasha.
Is that what we? Yeah, because that's cleaner. So that way Ali gets a shot at the international.
Exactly. Yes. Moose versus Eddie Edwards.
I want Moose to win because of fuck shit. But you may feel the exact opposite. So that's
I think it can go either way. But
agreed.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll go with Eddie, you go with Moose. We'll see what happens.
One of us has to be right, unless it's a no contest or double count out.
Jeff Hardy and Vincent versus Brian Myers and Cedric Alexander.
I feel like Myers and Alexander win that.
Yeah, and either Vincent reveals that they attacked Matt, or they
Vincent
delay
does
it
the
a
same
little
thing he
longer.
did, or Vincent does the same thing he did with Matt a couple weeks ago.
Takes a hit.
Takes the hit for Jeff and loses the match because he took he pushes Jeff out of the way of a roster cut or some shit like that.
Right.
And then gets turned inside out.
Right. X Division Championship, Leon Slayer, Eric Young. I think Leon retains.
Unfortunately.
Mara Sade versus Elena Black, no DQ match. I'm gonna go with Elena Black.
I'm gonna go with me. I win because that match happens.
No.
But I don't know. Elena won their first match, so like I feel like
that's
Mara
right. They had a match.
This.
Then I can see it being Mara.
I feel like this is going to be a 50-50 thing, and Mara gets this one, and then they'll have to have a rubber match at some point.
That one would probably be a Rebellion.
Which, that's only 2 weeks after this one, so that would make sense to have something easy to just spin into.
Agreed. And our main event, Santana and Macklin. It looks like Santana's going to retain.
Unfortunately. I don't even dislike Mike.
Yeah, it's the fact that how they built up Macklin. It's like, damn, like he's kind of got it.
Well, I also personally just like Macklin more than Santana. Like, I like them both, but I like Macklin more.
Right.
It could just be the Jersey bias. That's very possible.
Oh, no, I agree with you. But I love the chemistry together, so it should be a good match.
Yeah. So it'll be a really good match. I'll be upset if Santana wins clean. If there's bullshit, I'm okay with Santana winning. But I just don't want to see it be clean.
Yep. But we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you all that have joined us. Follow Dirty Radio on various social media platforms, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. Follow Andrew at IWC War Chief. Check out his stuff at thechairshot.com. Always use your head. Follow me on Twitter, DamonPhoenix12. Instagram, House of Cosplay. Check out my anime show at Taco Cafe. We're going to record our season finale next week. And then if you want your more geeky, nerdy pop culture shit, go to comicbookclick.com. We also have the Major Issue podcast every week. Dirty Radio Show on Thursdays. I believe John has done another interview with another CMLL wrestler, so congrats to him on that.
Does John speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, and CMLL actually invited him to one of their shows in October.
That's awesome.
I think the Grand Prix.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm like, that's awesome, actually.
That is awesome. Yeah. Are they flying him out, or does he have to pay his own way there?
I'm not sure, but I'm like, take me with you. I'll go. If you need a +1, I'll come.
Fair point.
But no, it's good that I should get interviews with people.
No, that is great.
Yeah, let me see. The guy's name is Max Starr. That's the guy.
I don't know that one. Is he even Spanish, or is he like one of the white guys that are down there?
Nice Spanish.
I'm just asking because the name's very nondescript.
No, I get it, but no. I'm looking at him right now. It's like he's very, very Hispanic.
What's that supposed to mean? How racist are you? He's very Hispanic.
No, he got interviews with him, Claudio Castagnoli, when he was in CMLL. So no, it's good. It's good for Dirt Sheets.
No, I agree with you completely. Like I said, I just didn't know John was bilingual.
Well, Escuadro, so
it doesn't mean anything. I know plenty of Spanish people that don't speak Spanish.
No, he does speak Spanish. But no, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Hope you join us for the watch along. Good night, everybody.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless
The sport of professional wrestling.